Good morning all. In our today's session, we are going to discuss about problems of an alternating current. In our earlier sessions, we have seen about theory and derivation parts of alternating current. There may be a probability of asking derivation or problems in your examination for 5 marks. We should be ready for that. Already I have completed all the theory parts. Right now what we have to do is, we have to go through problems. Now I am going to explain some problem. Later on you can solve some example problems by yourself. Right now I am going to do some of the problems of alternating current. I will send the questions later. Now I am going to explain the problem and then I am going to solve it. Okay. The equation of an alternating current is I is equal to 40 sine 2 pi t ampere. What are peak value and RMS value and frequency of the current? The question is like this. The equation of an alternating current is I is equal to 40 sine 2 pi t. The equation of an alternating current is I is equal to 40 sine 200 t ampere. This is ampere. The SI unit of current is ampere. That's why I have written A here. This is 40 sine 200 t. This is the expression for current, instantaneous value of current. That is I is equal to I naught sine omega t. The general form of I is equal to I naught sine omega t. This is our expression. But what he has asked here is, what are the values of peak current? What are the values of peak current? That is, first one is peak value, and the second one is RMS value, and the third one is frequency of AC. These are the three different questions he has asked in this particular problem. Now what we have to do is, we have to find out the peak value of current. But we generally know that the peak value of current is this. Solution. Solution for the first question is, the value of peak current is I naught is equal to 40 ampere. The value of peak current is equal to 40 ampere, that we have written here. And for the second question, what he has asked is, what is the RMS value of current? We have to find out the RMS value of current, that is root mean square value of the current. The expression for RMS value of current is equal to 2 divided by pi times of maximum current. That is 2 divided by pi times of maximum current. That is the value of RMS value of current. Then what is the value of IRMS? IRMS is equal to 2 divided by pi. What is the value of I naught? I naught is equal to 40 ampere. Then we have to write 40 as it is. Then what is the value of IRMS value? This is 2 into 40 is equal to 80. 80 divided by pi. That means 80 divided by pi means this is 80 divided by 3.142. The value of pi is equal to 3.14, or you may write this as 22 divided by 7. 22 divided by 7 is nothing but value of pi. Once we simplify this 80 divided by 3.14, what we will get is, that is 25.4614. That is the value of RMS value of current. The RMS value of current, this is equal to 25.4614. 4616 ampere. We have gone through a first question and second question, and we have solved that using these steps. Now we have to find out the value of frequency of AC. That means using this equation we have to find out what is the value of frequency. Then what is the expression for frequency? That is omega is equal to, what is that? Here we have value of omega, that is omega is equal to 200 hertz. In this expression omega, what is this omega? Omega is nothing but angular frequency. Angular frequency is equal to 200 hertz. But what we want is only frequency. For that, what we have to do? The expression for omega is equal to 2 pi into f. The expression for angular frequency is equal to 2 pi f, that is equal to 200. What we want is frequency. So what I'll do is I'll send this 2 pi to the another side of the equation. Then what it will become? That is 200 divided by 2 pi. 200 divided by 2 pi. 2 ones are 2, 2 hundreds are 200. Then what we will get? That is frequency f is equal to 100 divided by pi. I have already said that the value of pi is equal to 22 divided by 7, or we may write that as 3.14. If we simplify this, what we will get? That is 100 divided by pi hertz. The value of frequency is equal to 100 divided by pi hertz. Sorry, I did a mistake here. The value of current is 40 sine pi t. Not only 200 t, that is sine 200 pi t. Therefore, the value of omega is equal to 200 pi here. The value of omega is equal to 200 pi. Here also we have pi, and here also we have pi. If pi gets cancelled, what is the value of frequency? Frequency is equal to 100 hertz. This is all about the problem. They are not going to ask any problem for 2 marks, 3 marks in this chapter. The only probability of getting the problem in 5 marks part only, that is a part D or part E in your question paper, I don't know that. This is a basic form of our problem. This type of question is not going to ask in your examination. This is just a basic concepts. Using these concepts, we have to solve the other problems. So we need this kind of basic problems to get to know the other problems. Now once we understand these kind of problems, we can go to the application level or some miscellaneous problems. We can solve that easily. Now I am going to solve another problem, that is a coil of negligible resistance is connected to an oscillator giving an output voltage V is equal to 200 sine 50 t if RMS value of current through the circuit is 0.9 ampere. Calculate frequency of the current and self-inductance of the coil. This is the actual problem we are going to solve right now. A coil of negligible resistance is connected to an oscillator giving an output voltage of 200 sine 50 t if the RMS value of current through the circuit is 0.9 ampere. What we have to calculate is frequency of the current and self-inductance of the coil. This we have to calculate in this question. before solving any problem, we have to write the given values of the problem. What are the given terms here? Given concepts here? They have given the output voltage, that is V is equal to 200 sine 50 pi t. This is the output voltage of a negligible resistance connected across an oscillator. If the coil of negligible resistor is connected to an oscillator of output voltage V is equal to 200 sine 50 pi t, and current IRMS value of current is drawn through the circuit is IRMS value is equal to 0.9 ampere, and what we have to calculate is, first is frequency of AC. We have to find out the value of frequency of AC and self-inductance of the coil. Self-inductance of the coil. Inductance is represented by the letter L, and this is frequency, IRMS value. This is output voltage coming through an oscillator. Using these concepts, we have to simplify the equation. But we know the expression for instantaneous value of voltage, that is V is equal to V naught sine omega t. This is the expression for instantaneous value of voltage. Using this, what we have to do is we have to calculate the value of frequency. Now here we know that on comparing this equation with this, V is equal to 200 sine 50 pi t, and we are going to compare this equation to V is equal to V naught sine omega t. What we will get? That is omega is equal to 50 into pi. This is whole omega. This is sine omega t. Instead of omega, we have 50 pi here. So then if we simplify, omega is equal to, what we want is frequency. For that, we have to substitute the value of angular frequency, that is 2 pi f. 2 pi f is equal to 50 into pi. We want only f, that is why I will write 50 pi divided by 2 pi. Pi gets cancelled, 2 ones are 2, 25 is a 50. Then the value of frequency of AC current is 25 hertz. And while simplifying the problem, the unit is must. We have to write the unit after the answer. For that, you will get half mark in your examinations. So don't leave SI units for every individual term. Here, the frequency of SI unit of frequency is hertz, the SI unit of current is ampere, the SI unit of voltage is volt. Likewise, the SI unit of inductance is Henry. Okay, we have to write every individual SI units for the constants. Now, what we have to do is we have to calculate the value of inductance. Here, what we can do is we have to find out the value of inductance using series LCR circuit. We know the expression for inductance, that is XL is equal to VRMS divided by IRMS. This is the expression for inductive reactance. If you go through our previous sessions, I have said this in terms of ratios of IRMS values of voltage and current. What is the value of inductive reactance? That is the ratio of voltage and current IRMS values. That is, we have shown in our earlier classes. But here, using this expression, we are going to find out what is the value of inductance. Excuse me. Now, what is the value of VRMS value? Do we know that VRS value? Here we don't know the exact value of VRMS value, but what we can write is VRMS is equal to V naught divided by root. We can write VRMS as V naught divided by root 2, and we have to write IRMS as it is. Why I have written like that? Because we know the value of IRMS value. That is why I have written IRMS value as it is. But we don't know the value of peak value of voltage. Sorry, VRMS value of RMS value of voltage. That is why I have written V naught divided by root 2. But here we know the value of VRMS. Sorry, V naught. Therefore, what it will become? V naught is 200 divided by root 2 into 0.9 ampere. The expression for IRMS value is equal to 0.9 ampere. That is why I have written like this. Now what we want is the expression for inductance, not expression for inductive reactance. For that we know the expression XL is equal to omega into L. Expression for L is equal to omega into L. But here what we want is only L. So I will write that L as it is, and I will send this omega to the another side of the equation. Then what it will become? V naught divided by root 2 into IRMS into omega. Then what is the value of omega here? That is 200 divided by root 2 into 0.9. The value of omega is equal to what? That is omega is equal to 50 into T. The expression for omega is, value of omega is equal to 50 into pi. If we simplify the whole term, what we will get is, that is 1 Henry. If we simplify the whole thing, what we will get is, here what we have, this is 50, this is pi, this is root 2 into 0.9. 50 into 0.9 into root 2 into 3.142 divided that by 200. 200 has to dividing by root 2 into 0.9 into 50 into pi. While simplifying the problems, you should keep your calculators beside of your, okay? Because without the help of a calculator, the multiplication and division process is very much difficult. That's why you have to keep your calculator with you. Using that only we are going to simplify this. After the simplification of this, what we will get is 1 Henry. The inductance of the coil is 1 Henry. That means the whole value, the multiplication of this value has to be equal to 200. Root 2 into 0.9. Root 2 means that is 1.414. The value of root 2 is equal to 1.414 into 0.9 will give some value. And we have to multiply that by 50. Root 2 into 0.9 into 50 into 3.14. If we multiply all these things, we will get the value approximately equal to 0. That is approximately equal to 0. Sorry, not approximately equal to 200, not 0. Root 2 into 0.9, 50 into pi is equal to, will become approximately 200. 200 divided by 200 will gives us 1 Henry. This is the solution part for the second problem. Now I am going to explain the third problem of an alternating current, which I am going to deal with. Calculate resonant frequency and Q factor of a series LCR circuit containing a pure inductor of inductance 3 Henry, capacitance of capacitance 27 microfarad and resistance is 7.4 Henry. What we have to calculate is resonant frequency and quality factor of the series LCR circuit. I am going to explain the problem once again. Calculate the resonant frequency and Q factor of a circuit containing a series LCR circuit of inductance of a inductor is 3 Henry, capacitance of a capacitor is 27 microfarad and resistance of a resistor is 7.4 ohm. So the given data of this problem is the third problem which I am going to do is in a series LCR circuit. In our series LCR circuit, what are the values which they have given is inductance L is equal to 3 Henry and capacitance of a capacitor is 27 microfarad. 27 microfarad. The SI unit of capacitance is farad. Here the value of micro is 10 to the power of minus 6. The value of micro is 10 to the power of minus 6. And the value of resistance of a resistor is equal to 7.4 ohm. L is equal to 3 Henry, C is equal to 27 microfarad and R is equal to 7.4 ohms. What we have to calculate is resonant frequency, that is F naught. And along with that, we have to calculate another value, that is Q factor. Q factor. What we have to calculate is resonant frequency and Q factor. And what is the solution for this? How we are going to solve this equation is important. And this equation is asked in your March 2014 question paper. Now I am going to solve some question paper problems that asked earlier in your question papers. Okay. Here what we have is L is equal to 3 Henry, C is equal to 27 microfarad, R is equal to 7.4 ohm. What we have to calculate is resonant frequency and quality factor or Q factor. For that, what we have to do is we have to use an expression for resonant frequency. What is the expression for resonant frequency of a series LCR circuit? That is F naught is equal to F naught or FR. You may write that as FR. FR or F naught is equal to, what is that? 1 divided by 2 pi into square root of L into C. This is the expression for resonant frequency in terms of a series LCR circuit. Now, how we are going to calculate is, we have to substitute the values of L and C in this expression. Therefore, F naught will become 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 into square root of, what is the value of L? That is 3 Henry. That is 3 into 27 into 10 to the power of minus 6. 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 into square root of 3 into 27 into 10 to the power of minus 26. If we calculate this two, 27 into 3, what is the value of 27 into 3? That is 81. 3 into 3.14 into square root of 81 into 10 to the power of minus 6. 27 into 3 is equal to 81. 3 into 7 is equal to 21. 2 carry. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. What is the value of square root of 81? the square root of 81 is equal to 9. Similarly, the square root of 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3. We cannot take 81 into 10 to the power of minus 5 outside. We cannot write this as 9 into 10 to the power of minus 2.5. This is not possible. If we want to take out the square root outside, means the value of a power has to be even number. In terms of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Even number should be applicable to take out the square root of a equation. Now the value of 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3. 10 to the power of minus 6 na ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. minus 5, minus 3 ಅದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ನಾವು ಪವರ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ ನಂತರ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. Then once if we simplify this problem, what we will get is, that is frequency of AC is equal to, so resonant frequency of alternating current F naught is equal to, that is 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 is nothing but 6.28. 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. That's why 2 into 3.14 has become 6.28 into the square root of 81 is equal to 9, and the square root of 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to minus 3. That is 9 into 10 to the power of minus 3. If we send this minus 3 to the numerator of the equation, what it will become? 10 to the power of minus 3 has to send to the numerator of the equation. The sign will change. Then 1 into 10 to the power of plus 3 divided by 6.28 into 9. What is the value of 6.28 into 9? That is 56.556. That is 56.556. Then if we divide 1 by 56.556, 1 divided by 56.556, that is equal to 0.01768. That is 0.01768 into 10 to the power of plus 3 hertz. The value of resonant frequency here is 0.01768 into 10 to the power of plus 3 hertz. If we substitute the value of 10 to the power of 3, what is the meaning of 10 to the power of 3? That is nothing but 1000. 10 to the power of 3 and 10 to the power of 0 is 1, 10 to the power of 1 is 10, 10 to the power of 2 is 100, 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 1000. If we multiply 1000 to 0.01768, what we will get? That is 17.68. Or you can shift the points by using this power. 1, 2, 3. Here we have power 3. So for that we have to send this 1, 2, 3. Then what we will get? 17.68 hertz is the value of resonant frequency. Resonant frequency of a series LCR circuit is equal to 17.68 hertz. Next, we have to find out another value, that is quality factor or Q factor of the equation. What is the expression for Q factor of a series LCR circuit? We know two expressions. That is, one is, it is the ratio of resonant frequency to the bandwidth. But here we don't know the value of bandwidth, because if we want to calculate resonant frequency in terms of bandwidth, we should know the value of lower cutoff frequency and higher cutoff frequency. But we don't know both the values. That's why I am going to use another expression for quality factor, that is Q is equal to omega naught into L divided by R. Actually, I have derived this equation. in terms of quality factor. That is Q is equal to omega naught L divided by R. This is the expression for series LCR circuit. Here L means inductance, R means resistance, omega naught means angular frequency, resonant frequency. That is, here omega naught is angular frequency, F naught is resonant frequency. What is the expression for omega naught? That is 2 pi F naught into L divided by R. This is the expression for Q. 2 pi F naught into L divided by R. If we substitute the values of these constants, what we will get is, that is 2 into 3.14 into F naught is what? 17.68 into, what is the value of L? That is 3 divided by R. What is the value of R? 7.4 ohms. This is how we are going to calculate Q factor of a series LCR circuit. Q is equal to 2 into 3.14 into 17.68 into 3 divided by 7.4. This problem has asked in your March 2014 examination, 6 years earlier. I'll do another question paper problems. Don't worry about that. Now what we have to calculate is Q factor. If we simplify this is 6.28 into 17.68 into 3. If we simplify this, what we will get is the overall answer for quality factor is equal to Q is equal to 45.04. The expression for Q is equal to, the answer for quality factor of a series LCR circuit is equal to 45.04. We don't have any SI unit for quality factor because it is a ratio of frequency to the frequency only. The ratio of, the SI unit of frequency is hertz and divided by the SI unit of frequency is hertz. Hertz gets cancelled. So we don't get any SI unit for quality factor. Don't write anything in front of those answers. This is all about the solution for resonant frequency and the solution for quality factor of the equation. And I am going to explain another problem. A pure inductor of inductance 25 millihenry is connected to a source of 220 volts. Here they are not asking the whole LCR circuit, only inductor. A pure conductor of 25 millihenry is connected to a source of 220 volts and 50 hertz. Find inductive reactance, RMS value of current and peak value of current in the circuit. This is our question. This problem was asked in your July 2014 question paper. If a pure conductor of 25 millihenry is connected to a source of 220 volts and 50 hertz frequency, find the inductive reactance, RMS value of current and peak value of current. What we have to find out is inductive reactance, that is nothing but XL. We have to find out the value of XL, that is inductive reactance, and RMS value of current, that is IRMS, RMS value of current, and what we have to find, that is peak value of current. Peak value of current is nothing but I naught. We have to find out this value. And what is the things which he has given, that is inductance of a pure inductor, that is L is equal to 25 millihenry. 25 millihenry is the value of a inductance, and voltage, that is equal to 220 volts, and frequency is 50 hertz. These are the things which he has given to us. Next, using this concept, what we have to calculate is IRMS value of current and inductive reactance and peak value of current. These are the things which we have to calculate. For that, what we have to do is we have to calculate first I is equal to VRMS divided by XL. This is the expression for IRMS value. That is IRMS. In terms of inductive reactance, we are talking this. Okay. IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by XL. Because in terms of Ohm's law, we know that I is equal to V divided by R. Here, inductive reactance means that is nothing but resistance of an inductor. Okay. Here, this is voltage. This is RMS value of current. So, expression for current I is equal to VRMS divided by XL. But we know the value of VRMS value of voltage. That is VRMS is equal to, that is nothing but V. The value of VRMS is nothing but V, that is 200. 200 watt, 200 volts. The VRMS value of voltage is equal to 200 volts. Then what we have to calculate is the value of inductive reactance. We have to calculate inductive reactance. For that, what is the expression for inductive reactance? That is XL is equal to omega into L. The expression for inductive reactance is equal to XL is equal to omega into L. But here we know the value of inductance of a inductor. XL is equal to omega into L, and omega is nothing but 2 pi into F into L. Omega is nothing but 2 pi F into L. This is 2 into 3.14 into, what is the frequency? That is 50 hertz. Frequency of AC is 50 hertz into 25 millihenry. What is the value of milli? That is 10 to the power of minus 3. 25 millihenry means that is 25 into 10 to the power of minus 3 henry. Okay. If we calculate all these terms, what we will get? That is 2 into 50 is equal to 100. 100 into 25 is equal to 2500. 2500 into 3.14. 2500 into 3.14 is equal to 7855. 7855 into 10 to the power of minus 3 ohms. The SI unit of reactance is nothing but ohms. That is why we have written 7855 into 10 to the power of minus 3 ohms. Or we may write this as by take off this power here, that is 7.5855 ohms. You can write like this. The inductive reactance of an inductor is equal to what? 7.855 ohms. By sending this to the denominator of the equation, this will become what? 10 to the power of plus 3. 10 to the power of plus 3 means that is 1000. 7855 divided by 1000 is nothing but 7.855. This is not the completed part, but we have to calculate I0 and IRMS value. How we are going to find out? That we should know first. But here we know the expression for IRMS is equal to VRMS divided by XL. So using that expression, what we can do is the value of VRMS is equal to 220 volts. Sorry, this is not 200, this is 220 volts. Here we have 220 volts. And what is the value of inductive reactance? That is 7.855. The value of inductive reactance is equal to 7.855. If we divide 220 divided by 7.855, what we will get is, that is 28.0076 ampere. 28.0076 ampere. This is the value of RMS value of current. This is the expression for RMS value of current. But this is not yet. We have to find out the value of peak value of current. What is the expression for peak value of current? That is IRMS is equal to I naught divided by root. This is the expression for IRMS value of current. But what we want is peak value of current. For that, what I will do, I will send this root 2 to the another side of the equation. Then it will become root 2 into IRMS is equal to I naught. Root 2 into IRMS is equal to I naught. If we substitute the values of root 2 and IRMS, what we will get is, root 2 is 1.414. If you calculate using your calculator, square root of 2 is 1.414. And what is the value of IRMS? That is 28.0076. If we multiply 1.414 into 28.0076, what we will get is, that is approximately 39.608. The peak value of current is approximately 39.608. This is all about your July 2014 question paper problem of alternating current. If a pure inductor is connected to a circuit of 220 volts and 50 hertz frequency, what is the value of inductive reactance, IRMS value of current, and peak value of current? Okay, this is all about this problem.